Okay, I'm going to start this video right here at Messick's. Alright, so last night we made the attempt on the first soybeans to come off the farms. I have 700 acres of soybeans, and 200 of them are, well, I shouldn't say 200, probably only 75 acres are ready to go. Kinda, but I got so much to do, and we're pretty much run out of money, so we got to get that. We have to get this going because, you know, we just have to get it going. Anyway, oh yeah, so we're going to go in through the outdoor over here anyway. So I'm here, and I see some equipment on this lot, and I always like to peruse the parking lot. I do, I just love to see these things, because I'm a farmer, and farmers have an addiction. It's not methamphetamine, it's not marijuana, it's not cocaine, it's equipment. We just love to look at equipment. At least I do. And yeah, at least I do. And we're just kind of gonna go over here and look at the combines that they've got, and maybe there's a header just like mine. There's another header just like mine. 30 or 35, I think that's the same. Yeah, see, yeah, that's an F30, that's the same as mine. Yeah, we got a hay stack, a self-propelled hay stacker. Got some newer combines, and we got some older combines. So let's just park. Oh, and we've got some balers. Oh, they got the new baler. Kind of new baler. What is that? It's a 1290. So we're gonna take a look at that. I'll walk around here for a minute or two. I gotta pee anyway. You know, you ever have to just do that? And you're like, oh, let's find a piece of equipment you're gonna stand behind. Look at this bad boy. All right, so this is a 1290. It's not the HDP. I've been around these a little bit over in England. There was the newer model, the HDP. And this one, you know, this one looks about the same as what I've got. Problem with these balers, and wow, so they're fixing stuff, things that were not quite up to par, and wow, looks like those have gotten heavier. Imagine if I needed new tine bars, that I could get those as well. There's a lot more open space in this one versus mine. This is the smaller version. Mine's the 1290 HDP. This one probably the same price. Yeah, and then right next to it is a similar looking baler that I'll never buy again. Yeah, I shouldn't even look at it, but I'm going to, just because. Anyways, I think I'm done with that part of my life. I know I'm done with that part of my life, but I can go ahead and open up this twine box here. Oh no, I can't, because it's keyed. Well, ain't that something? You cannot. Holy shit. What do we got? That's just a flywheel. I don't know. There's things on this that are really awesome, like this. I just wonder if I could buy this part here and put on mine, because this is much, much heavier than what mine is. And wow, I kind of like the differences in here. That looks good. It is a lighter duty one though. That's lighter duty than, because it's the multi-bale, 870 multi-bale. These are just transport hitches. You don't pay no attention to that. That's 870 or 890. That's an 870 HDP, 890. Now, if you don't know, the multi-bale, it's kind of a cool thing. It has two yokes for the to make these bales. It has one set of needles. You can see the needles in the back there. Two of them go up and they make a small bale. And then when you're done making that small bale, then all four of them go up and tie the knots. So obviously your center two are gonna, or 1, 2, every other one. So it'd be the next one in line from the one in from the outside edges are gonna be the ones that make the small bale. And that's cool though. That's cool though. What do we got? Here's the stuff up the ass end here. The knotters are going to be, you know, the knotters are going to wear a little bit more on those. But this here is pretty much the same. This is what I like right here. I don't have these. These are porcelain, right? These eyelets, and I tried to buy those, but they claim that they weren't able to get them. So anyway, that doesn't matter. I can probably get them now. What happens with the steel ones is they wear through and then it cuts the twine, which is never any good. Yeah, I don't really see anything major different in here. I mean, I do see differences, like that gearbox there is about half the size of what the ones on the bigger, heavier ones. But we can just walk around here. No matter what, they can make this thing half the density of the yeah, you can see that the downforce cylinders are much smaller on this particular model. Look at that. Do the knotters look any different? That's totally different. So obviously there's no more blast of air. It's got these fans here which will put pressure on there. The knotter systems are different. That's enclosed now instead of open. But the knotters are pretty much the same. Set up a little bit different with the twine disc right here. I don't know why. They look like it's a little bit advanced on mine. They're different twine discs, or yeah, slightly different. Keepers or ejectors are a little different on those. Gives it a little more of an openness to it. The wiper arms are different. I can see the wiper arms are quite a bit different. Tucker fingers are in a different position than mine. They're more like what the Heston had. The Heston had that type of a wiper arm system. These magnets here, that's for holding parts. So if you're fiddling around here, you can put the parts up there. And yes, I had the bolts were backwards, which was hitting that. The nice thing is there's no divider there, that was support divider there. So you get a little more open if you do have to get up here and work around on stuff. And that blue marker has been replaced with an orange one now, so that lets you know where it's supposed to be. I kind of like this system. I think that the air system was okay. Oh my god, that's heavy. Holy smokes. That's just film. We could take that off. Anyway, yeah. And as you can see that the knotters on that one are the same as what they were on the one that I run. They're the same. Kinda, sorta, maybe. I don't know. This is nice. Nice feature there. Magnetic. Flip it up. I've bent mine backing into stuff. So we may as well look at this yellow turd. Big Baler 340 Plus, which is supposed to be what competes with the Krone. I just don't see it. I went through too many of these things. Too many of these things to even consider them. Yeah, I would open that up, but it's still the same Packer forks. Still the same. Everything in there is the same. It's a little different. Looks a little cheesier, to be honest with you. A little less heft to it. Maybe I'm just away from it for too long. And I'm biased now. I really am biased now. This is a rotor cut model, so you kind of, it's just different. The thing I do like about them is they got the poly bands on there, whereas the Krone, I don't have the poly bands, but they are making them now. They're making them now. Yeah, that's just good. Anyway, let's walk down the line here. Just a little bit. Always good to walk down the line. So what is this model? This is the twin rotor. This is an 890. This is equivalent to what I've got, only newer. Look at this guy. He's like, don't you get near me. Well, you don't have to worry, because I have a fond dislike for spiders. I hate them. I don't like them at all. That's alright. So this is very similar. I have duals on mine, obviously. This doesn't have duals, but mine has duals. Some of the differences are minute. Oh, somebody had that open already. Let's see if we can open you up. Yeah. So there's that belt that I just bought. Wow, the unloading system is much heavier built. That's interesting. I got some better stuff in this one than what I have on mine, but with progress you get that. But that is the belt right there. Looks like it's a bigger pain in the ass to change on this one. But yeah, there you go. Spreader's got an attachment on it that I like. This thing. So it directs it a little better. It's not the CR11, that's for sure. That's for sure. Looking at, ow, damn it, that was my head. Looking up the AS end, it looks very similar. Round bar concaves. Actually, the concaves are out of that one. They took them out. There's nothing in there. Yeah, you could change those. Rethrashers, still in the same position. Yeah. They've used some plastic up there. I don't know what that is. That deflector there. Oh, I know what that is. That goes to dump your straw out the back. So that's plastic. If you want to run your straw into a windrow, you windrow it right here so you can go directly behind this thing and bail it. You can adjust the width. What I can see is raising that up and tilting them in. Pretty cool. Same choppers. Yep, same choppers. Cool. I think it's got, yeah, looks good. This one's a mechanical four-wheel drive or hydraulic rear wheel assist. Mine doesn't have that. I could put it on mine. You just unbolt them there and away you go. But yeah, there's some good stuff in here. Yeah. There you go. Now it's locked. It wasn't locked when I came here, so anyway. CNH Industrial Belgium. This should have been made in Zettelheim, I believe. Yeah, Zettelheim. Yep. Zettelheim, Belgium. I've been to the plant where they build these. It's cool. And here's something that I would like to have at some point in my life. This is a Miller, I believe, right? Yeah. This is the Miller. It definitely has a larger tank, 1100 gallon, and this is the New Holland Miller. Same thing. This bitch has been down the road a few times and something's kind of awkward there because it's wearing the tires funny. So somewhere, somehow, oh, it's got rear wheel or all wheel steer, so that would be normal for that stuff. The bottom side is completely encased with plastic. It's poly skids. Kind of neat. I'm going to look under that Miller though. I'm pretty sure New Holland and Miller are the same company. And then we go to the 790, which is the smaller model. This one I think is used. Is this used? If it's used, it's slightly used. No, this isn't used. It's just been sitting here for a little while. And then when you go to the self-propelled little bale stackers and a 9770 ST, then you've got this beast, the CR960, which has been here for a while. Been sitting here for a little bit of time. 623 that was replaced. There's a few things on this. There, you know, this is like the first generation. This combine's over 20 years old now. It's, you know, whether it's over 20 years old. Here's a Big M. There's a Big M2. This would have been cool to own when it was new. I just have no desire to buy one of these now. The hay business is not what it used to be, but here it is if you're looking for probably a reasonably priced machine to cut hay with. What I like about Krone is they sell all these pieces that can be completely rebuilt. It doesn't look like it's got a shit ton. Oh, no, that's worn. All right. Yeah, she's got some age to her, some acres on her. Man, they got a good healthy supply of these freaking spiders. I hate spiders. I do need to get a price on one of these snoots. I need a snoot for this thing, and I can't remember if it's the right side or the left side of this, but the end snoot here, mine is different than this one. It has the auger feed, and of course then I have this header Is this the same header that I have? This is the Superflex. Yeah, 740 CF. I think, no, this one is newer than what mine is. A little different than this one. Mine's not a 740. That's got a nicer auger to it. Here's a 940. And if I was gonna get a newer header, I would want this one. The Messix, it's by MacDon. But I was told, do not buy these if you have any green in your crop. They will cause problems. So, and I don't need anything like this. I'm not, whoa, look at the size of that sumbitch. Look at him. Right there. He's got, I don't know if you can see him, but I certainly am not liking him. I just about walked into that thing. Whew. I don't like them. This looks like it'll screw up your day. Yeah, certainly would. New Holland. I gotta watch where I'm going now. This little CR 940. I got too many spiders around here. And here's the big M450. Wouldn't that be cool, right? This is brand new. Never used. Big M450. It's been sitting here a while, I think. Well, I would love to have one of these, but they're just, the hay market just isn't there. It just isn't there. Yeah, that came through Antwerp, Belgium. Antwerpen, BE, Belgium. Atlantic Sea vessel, so it went out of Antwerp. Oh yeah, this would be so awesome to run. I actually drove one and it's quite comfortable. I love the way they made their rub rail for conditioning. They just use diamond plate, and that's so smart. This diamond plate is readily available. You don't have to have anything new and exciting to run it. Here's these grain carts. I wouldn't mind having a grain cart. I think it would really help on some of these farms that we have that's kind of far away. It would help out, but you know, here's an Easy Trail 550. That would be probably the smallest one that you'd be able to run. I would be able to buy. I wouldn't even want it, to be honest with you. I mean, I would want it, but I just can't afford it right now. I don't think any farmers can afford it. This bad boy is not that old. That's a 310. Yep, he's definitely been through some pretty decent stands of corn. Huh. Ooh, don't do that. That'll give you access. You just pull these. Could you imagine now? Something catches that thing, boom, it swings down, tears off. That'd be not good. Look at that. We got the spray nozzle right behind the rear wheel. It's the first I've seen that. I might be blind and maybe I just never noticed it before. But ain't that something? They put a spray nozzle behind there. You see how those are turned on as a diamond? The square hollow tubing, that adds like 30-40% more strength, and it alleviates a lot of the lattice work that you would have to do to strengthen a flat 4x4 piece, or what is that? It looks like a 6x6 piece. It just makes it that much stronger. Then you got your 1990 air seeder, good old-fashioned manure spreader. Yeah, you can tell they've been putting nitrogen down with this. And whoever, wow, that's some crusty stuff. Oh, there's old Kraus. And a Gleaner R62. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. These Gleaners. Natural flow, right? Natural flow. If I got this right, they got this, I don't know, Timmy Cornpicker's the expert in this. If I remember him telling me the way he told me, and this is an AGCO model. Holy shit. Look at all that big open space in there with this whopping big V8 diesel. Where's the rotor in this thing? I think it's a rotary combine if I got it right. I wouldn't even know where the thing is. It's got crossways in there somehow. I don't know. I think it does. Yeah, and it comes out over here somehow, right? So there's your engine. I am gleaner stupid. I have no idea. But your cleaning surface is there. This has four-wheel drive or rear wheel assist. This is probably a 90s model. But your discharge comes out here. Don't ask me how. I was never a Gleaner fan. Now look, it just kind of shits out from over there. And everything comes out there. Huh. Huh. Where is that? How does that rotor work? Timmy Cornpicker, you're going to have to educate me on this thing because I got no freaking clue. Yeah. Corn, soybeans, wheat, and Milo, I guess. Now there's a mower. So this mower is very similar to the one that I have. The case mower. This is an 8080. So, yep, same damn thing. Same problem I had with this. Falls off of there. It's stupid. It doesn't work. It used to just be a little breather cap there. But what it'll do is it'll suck the exhaust heat back and melt that. That's what happens to it. So it just lays there just like that. I'll bet this has a lot less hours on it than what mine has on it. I would totally buy this. Oh, that one actually has a better step on it. Does that open up? Hell yeah, it does. So this is exactly the same as the case. WD2303. I think this is a little newer model. It's got a little different interior. But New Holland and Case have the same interiors. Just a little different. Up, down. Probably this MFB or whatever. This movable handle. Same thing. Same exact thing. Look down the line. Yeah. Smells the same. Why does it smell the same, right? I wonder what year this one is. I can tell you it's probably slightly newer than what I have. I know it doesn't have the acres on it because of the tires. I'm on my third set of tires. This one here looks like these tires are just fine. Oh, not quite. Look at that bad boy. She's chunking. Yeah. But totally, if I was going to buy another mower, it would totally be this one. Totally would be. Same thing. Same exact mower. These are really reliable mowers. I had problems with my exhaust. This thing doesn't have near the acres on it as what mine does. Near the hours. I can tell to look at it. What year are you? That's an 07. 8/28/07. Same year. Mine's an 08. 2008. That's an 80/80. I think mine would have been the 80/90. Or HW. No, this has got to be a little. Let me see this other rim. That could be a replacement rim they put on there. Does it say 08? Nope, it's 07. These are the same. So this is either a 2007 or early 2008, which is what we have. Or have. Yeah, we have it. Oh, look at this sucker. 5460. Nippon Denso, 24 volt. I think this is a 531 or a 619 engine in that. Funny thing about these John Deeres. Oh yeah, look at that, Ford weights. And a 619. Let's see what we got here. I'm kind of versed in Fords. 619. 531 was the 6030 engine. It's the 531T, not the 619. Probably has all the horsepower too. Yeah, so if you want a cheap engine, you could probably buy this thing pretty reasonable. 6030 motors. What else we got out here? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to this hay rake. This is, I believe, a Peckway knockoff, or a Peckway built. Is this a Peckway built? No, not a Peckway built. So this is probably a Citrex or a Sterex or whatever they call those things. It's a Pro Cart. It's actually built pretty nicely. I like that. They got tandems on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 14 wheels. Hey, you know what? So, wow. There's a 14 wheel rake. Son of a gun. Pro Cart 1428P. There it is. Made in Italy in 2019. I know I'm going to be building a hay rake, right? And I know what my ideas are. But this sucker, I like this one. I don't see anything really weird. This would be really good. New Holland Pro Cart 1428. Decent gussets there. Rake wheels. This thing's had some acres through it. And I'll tell you how. It's either had acres through it or it's had... Nah, not really. Yeah. It has. There's some wear on them things. Or is there no wear on that? What is that? Is that... My eyes aren't looking very good here. Now, this hasn't got any time on it at all. This has no wear on it at all. Those tines are actually cut on an angle because there's paint on the end of it. You see the paint right there? There's still paint on the end of it. No way. No way. Or did they put a new wheel on there? That doesn't... And they're actually cut that way. Yeah. Huh. I like this one. It's actually built pretty freaking heavy. New Holland Pro Cart. This is stupid. I don't want that. It's got a decent thickness of... Yeah. It's pretty good. I could see this breaking off, though. I really could. I could see that. Well, I don't know. Maybe not, because it's welded through that thing. Cool. That doesn't stop me from wanting to build one. And it's got this hydraulic adjustment. Whoever bought this hay rake, they got all the options on this thing. Because the back end of this thing, this adjusts. It doesn't, I don't think it, oh yeah, it does. It adjusts the front. You can hydraulically adjust in your width and everything right on the go. Imagine this has a, I imagine this thing has a computer to it. Am I right? Hold on. If it doesn't have a computer, no. Does it? Hold on. I don't see a computer here. What do we got? Ah, yes, it does. Right here. So this has a computer monitor with it. Antietam Tractor, Hagerstown, Maryland. You know what? I've never been this close to one that I enjoyed this much. This one actually looks pretty good. As far as a carted rake, this is the Pro Cart rake. Anybody know who makes this? Because I don't think New Holland makes this. Look at that. That thing's so... It's wobbly. I would not make it like it was that wobbly, but anytime you have that slapping, it creates a lot of wear on it. So the 1560, that's the older model of the newer. Next model after the 750 drill, grain drill. Pretty good. They're pretty good grain drills. 1590 was a better one, but now somebody's calling me. I will answer my phone now. Alright, so I said I was going to walk underneath this Miller. I want to see if it's the same as what that New Holland is. And this may be, yep, same thing. Same thing. Same exact thing. Well, I don't think this Miller has got as many hours on it as what that New Holland over there has on it. Got a leaky drive. But Miller makes pretty decent stuff. This has had some crust to it. It does not have as many acres on it as what that New Holland has on it, and I can show you how I know. It's right here. You see the wear there. I often wondered if these things would raise up. Yes, I think they do. You can raise this whole system up. Yes, you can. So this whole system is on a hinge. You can raise this whole thing up if you wanted to get through corn. There's your sprayer there too. They look like regular T-jets. Wow. But if you wanted to get on this thing, you actually get on in the back here, right? And then you climb over the top. I wonder what year this thing is. Miller case 7310 to 128. I would love to see a plate, a serial plate on it. I'm not buying it. I just want to know what year it is. So, I mean, hydraulic leaks are hydraulic leaks, right? And oh, there it is. So this is the Miller New Holland Agriculture. This is a, what year are you? 2019. 2019. Year of, model year 2020. Year of construction 2019. So this is a 2020 model year. Let's go over to this New Holland. I think this is a lot older. If it's not older, it should be older. Of course, they don't have the serial plate. This thing actually looks newer, to be honest with you. It does. It looks newer. Oh yeah, this thing's got to be newer. Where in the heck is the serial plate on this thing? Same thing though. It lifts. It's got those hydraulic lifts. I bet this sucker goes up in the air like 5,000 feet. That's the suspension system. But I bet if you're doing corn, I know I've seen guys on motorcycles run under these things at like high speed. Guardian. Wow, this is much bigger than that. And the Miller has a different boom system on it. Where the heck is the serial? Oh, is that it? No. Serial plates. Oh, well. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to see it. That is definitely a newer one, though. It's had more acres on it, though. So in 4 years, you can tell by the wear on it. Huh. You would think that serial plate would be here someplace now. I want to see the build date. Maybe it's up in the cab. Somebody could tell me. Anyway, I have to get my ass in gear. I got work to do. I got to make a couple phone calls because people are trying to call me. I had a hell of a trip over here. It was not an easy one. It was too much. I might go up to another parking lot over there. But that Pro Card over there, that thing looks pretty good. But I kind of got my heart set on building one at this point because I know what it'll take to make it work. Anyway, yeah. I saw this little tractor here and I thought, you know, this is a really nice example for a very old little tractor. I like his weights. That's pretty cool. But he was smart enough to put wood behind it so that it didn't interact with that. This is a John Deere 1010 gas-powered 4-cylinder little devil. It has an oil bath air cleaner. You can see by the oil that's dripping out of it because moisture gets in those. It has a 5-speed transmission. Look at that. Actually, to be honest with you, it's had a few hours on it. You can tell by the wear there and the drawbar, but not much drawbar work. What the heck did this thing do? Probably pulled cultivators. Wow. Ah, yeah. I don't know that these were the most reliable little tractors, but for 542 hours on this thing. I could believe that. And I'll tell you why I believe it. There's some wear there on the clutch, but you know, you use your brakes and stuff on these things a lot. To make turns and stuff. This is a low hour tractor. There's not really that much wear on there for that. It has been resprayed at one point. 1010 RS. What a cute little tractor. I know there's people that say that, oh, these 1010s, you know, the minute they came out of the, this actually has the real weights on it. 2 sets, no, 1 set. It has the drop axle. Look at that. And by the wear on the drawbar, is that thing right? There's no way. 542 hours. It isn't a 5,000 hour tractor, but I don't know what they did with it. Draft work, maybe. They had something, maybe cultivators, something like that. Right next to it, what is this thing? Massey Ferguson little guy. Yeah, a little Massey Ferguson, but there's another one over here, which is a newer tractor. I don't know what model this is. Looks like a diesel. I don't think it's gas. Is it gas? It is a gas. So it's a little gas job. What is this model? This is a little what we call the grasshopper. 220 hours on it. That's a battery in there. Cute little tractors. That was an Atlantic tractor. I don't know what this on and off is here, but something may be missing or just a different option that it didn't have. Cute little machine. Power takeoff, no drawbar. They've taken the drawbar out of it. It has a single remote here, so, and that's this is a 30 series. This is a 30 series. This is like a 2030 or a 1030 or something like that. It's a 2030 probably. What a cute little tractor. I wish it had a sticker on it. Wait a minute, what does it say? It's a 1020. Okay, so I'm wrong. That's a 1010. This is a 1020. I don't know in these small tractors. It's kind of cool. But we got some older Krone balers there. They look like they were rode hard and put up wet. At least this, I don't know. You know the problem with these things, this is 12130. 121, it's an X90 XC, that's an X cut. Slightly different than what I've got. Yeah, this is a much older one. Yeah, anyway. Crazy. And then I want to walk down here because my truck, where'd I leave my truck? Over there. I want to walk down here and look at these Kubotas. Now the reason I want to look at these Kubotas is I know that Kubota, I'm not interested in this, but this has that, does this have that steering axle in it? I think it does. This is a T8040, T8040. And on some of these tractors, they had that steering. There's front suspension under there. That's cool. But anyways, the M8201, this had a loader on it. If I remember right, same as the John Deere. If I remember right, this has a ZF or ZF transmission. I'm not 100% sure if that's what it is. But I'm gonna take a walk around here. It's a power shift transmission. I don't think it's an IVT in there. I don't know. It's a pretty good sized tractor. This is a 200 horsepower tractor. And if I'm correct, and I'm not 100% sure if I'm correct or not, I think this is the Deutz KVT. Yeah, there's got to be an IVT transmission in here. Infinitely variable transmission. I'm pretty sure it is, but I think it's got the Deutz. I think this is the Deutz tractor M7 172. This thing here, I don't know. I've ridden around in these things or drove those. This one here, though, pretty good sized tractor. Got the front power takeoff. You could put a mower on the front if you wanted to. Loader, mower. Kubota paint don't last. That's all I can say. Kubota paint don't last. And another little John Deere here. And here is an International, and this looks like a high crop. It is. It's got a high crop and then this weird drawbar system. What is this thing? This is a 556 Farmall high crop. So if you're interested in one of these things, if you've never seen one before, there's one here. Sprayer, I would think. That's for getting down Rose is something. Protect the tires. You go down the rows. Gasoline powered 4-cylinder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, cool though. And surprisingly, oh, it's a hydro. It's a 556 hydro. Cool. Missing a couple of things, like they took the lift arms off of the, or the pull arms off that rock shaft and added this thing. This is added on. You don't know who makes that or what that's exactly for. It is a drawbar to the Yellow Jacket there. Kill that sucker. Probably get stung by every bee on the planet. And your various other tractors, 590M, Case Magnum 125. Too much equipment to list. Too much equipment to list. So, if you're interested in any of those tractors, you can call Messick's at, I don't know, Messick's phone number. Let's see. Yeah, 1-800-222-3373. That again is 1-800-222-3373. Messick's, a helping hand with your land.